Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully you're doing well and looking after yourselves and having a great start to the week. Today is going to be a different video on a topic that I wanted to cover for the past couple of weeks, and I noticed that it's getting more popular and popular. And I want to talk about arena and arena building and the perfect arena defenses and the perfect teams right now, and kind of go into quite a few things. Hey Ideal, how you doing? I am streaming at the same time right now, so there is a couple of people in here. If you see me replying to people, it's because I'm replying to my audience on Twitch. Right, so let's get into today's video. I'm hoping to kind of showcase a 3 versus 3, mainly because a lot of people get stuck on 3 versus 3, and recently there is a lot of champions and stuff like that. Right, okay, cool. Let me go and start this again. To beat sheep, you have to last out. Right. Okay, so we are back. We have the first team set up. We have Taurus in lead. We have Lizardman second, and we have In Harmony down in the bottom. So we're going to use some old school teams down here. So we're going to use at the top, we're going to use a counter to him. So we're going to bring Samuel at the back with Necrod, Turvold. Now this will win 90% of the time against these styles of team, because of the true fear that he will place on us on Warlord should cleanse off. Now we want to make sure we don't use a Warlord in Stone Skin, or otherwise this will not work. So we want to use one that's quite fairly fast as well. We have Lizardman with Morantu, Alva, and UDK, a very interesting team to kind of use there. And then we've got In Harmony down the bottom. So my normal two counters are Turvold for In Harmony, which we are using. So we're going to come in with a Kaimar here, wherever he's gone. Kaimar. Oh, I'd put him in a vault. Okay, so we're going to use Warlord. We'll use the Fusion. I think we'll use the Fusion here, actually. I'm going to go ahead and just pull out my Kaimar. So I want Kaimar for the AoE sleep, the reset, which is why we want Kaimar on his team. I don't really tend to use him too much, but right now he fits. And then we're going to bring Sifi for increased speed, and then we're going to bring in Tiger to do that, and then we've got Lockout as well to back us up. And then in the middle we have Lizardman, who is a massive threat. So basically one of your best ways is just to generally outrun him. I'm going to bring in my ARB as well, so we have increased speed. And then we need like AoE, Nuka, or something like that can just work a bit differently. So I'm going to bring in a Makagi. We do have one sheep, so sheep is something we need to be careful of. I'm not going to bring Monkey because of UDK. I'm actually going to bring in, it's kind of a difficult one. I'm going to bring in Ronda because Ronda is quite good against him. So as long as we stay in control, we don't get CC'd, we should be fine. If it's a full Stone Skin team, we could be in trouble for sure. So let's go ahead and try and take him on. So we are streaming at the moment, so if you see me replying to people, you'll know what I mean. You would lose every chat, every match. Not at all. A sheep is very OP. That's why everyone uses it. If sheep was just balanced a little bit, it wouldn't be so bad. If they treated it like a stun, for example, and you could, if you could count it that way, that'd be pretty useful. Anyway, so we're gonna go for the revivers. So obviously Sifi is quite dangerous at sleep. So I want to take out Sifi and basically take out Kaimar after that, because Kaimar can reset, which is super dangerous. For me, we're going to bring in Turvold. Now you do need Necrod for this team, generally. We're going to use ally attack there, and come in with the Taurus. He would decrease attack, so I like to leave Taurus to last because he does decrease his attack quite a lot, so I don't want that to be a problem for me. We go ahead and take him out. We do have Lizard Man, Stone Skin, which is no surprise. I'm actually going to go ahead and sheep him. Now, blocked active skills is something we need to worry about, so I'm going to go ahead and try and do that. That doesn't work for 2 days. And Grim's huge now. Huge? What? Oh, it's because I made my camera bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and do the A2 there. No, we don't get her. Fair enough. And now we can do the AoE stun. And then we can do the allied attack into Alva because she's a reviver, but we also know Lizardman can revive on a passive, so we want to try to take him out quite quickly. That's something we got to deal with, is the decreased attack. We will get feared a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and sheep him again. So yeah, he's fast enough to revive anyway still. Go ahead to cleanse us, which is super cool to use. And then we'll get rid of 2 of them, and then he's going to come back up. That's fine, because we're going to stun it again. Crazy how good this champion is. Try and knock his turn meter back. We get weak hits. We're going to go ahead here. Try to use a strip. We've got protection, which you did see. Take out Lizardman again. We've got the stuns ready. We're going to sheep UDK because we have got increased accuracy, which is super useful. We'll do AoE stun here because we're not ready on the fusion. So we can't target either yet because of a passive ability, which is fine. We're going to not waste the A2 there. And then we'll just drop the turn meter back. And so in order to stay in gold 4, do you need to get out of the red, or do you just need about 1,000 points for gold 4? So that's generally always my target, and I never get relegated. I only get relegated for my own laziness, which is I never get relegated really. So I've only got relegated once in 6 months, and that's because I just did so much on the weekends. I just couldn't be bothered to get up. I put my defense in last night, and I've been able to earn enough points to get back up. Okay, cool. So we're going to come in. You know, I want Warlord to go before Kaimar so we can lock him out and we don't waste the sleep just in case we get resisted. We do have some. We've got increased defense from Sifi, which will help us at Tiger. We've got block buffs here. And then you're going to reset, go again. Now, Tiger is one of the hard-hitting defense-based champions. It's great against Harmony. And then we're going to lock him out again. And then we're just going to hit auto. We should be fine here. And this is going to be 1-0 Grim. So, obviously, pretty effective team. With 3 versus 3, you obviously need to only tag people that you can feel like you can beat 3-0. I wouldn't tag people who you can think you can beat 2-1 because it's just risky with RNG and sheep and stuff like that. You want to try and beat people 3-0. So you need to know your roster well. You need to know your team synergy well. If you do that correctly, you will be fine. We're going to go into battle 2. So we're going to look and see if it's anyone we can beat. I can probably beat this one. To be fair, I think the only problem is the speed team, right? Because you've got template chains there. So that could be a bit of a problem. He's got 2 UDKs, which is very frustrating. So let's think, can we take this on very easily? Monkey, we could probably get block revive with him, most likely. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use speed team down the bottom. So we're going to go Sifi, Sifi fusion. We'll bring in, we could bring in a warlord, but I think we will bring in a Rhodas just in case. If anything goes wrong against me, we should be finer. That's risky not bringing in a warlord against a warlord, to be fair. We'll probably have to sheep him if he's in Stowskin. I should go first because of our blessings are like higher. So it is worth taking in mind blessings here can break your speed tune, especially if they have more than you. And if you're using a C-Fee, James is really good at breaking your speed tune, right? So that's something you want to keep an eye out for. We've got King Queen at the top, which is very difficult to take on. I'm actually going to probably use. I'm kind of tempted to use King Queen down here. I'm also tempted to use them at the top. So at the top, we can use a Warlord is not that good against them, right? So something we need to be careful of. I'm actually going to use King Queen at the top. Feeling like my gut is telling me to do that. I'm going to bring Enric as well. So I feel like we should go first here because we've got Emmerich, who is quite fast. And then we'll leave the first spot for a second. Here we've got Monkey, which is perfect for UDK. Then you can use our own Necrid as a ally attack champion. And then we can use a Warlord probably in these two teams, right? So I'm hopefully I'm going to use a Warlord here. We probably could file out a Warlord in here, so we can go ahead use the Stone Skin one, and then we're going to use a fast Warlord at the top, and then we just need one new card to get protected by a Necrid. So we've got someone that can get around Monkey. So yeah, we can do lockout there, and then once the ally protection wears off on the Monkey, we can use Ronda's A2 to block revive Monkey. As long as we take up Pythian, that should be fine. It's going to be a bit frustrating against Pythian. No increased attack as well, which can go against us. I think Necrid is better than Mikagi for this style of team because of the bolster set. Here we have got bolster set, so we need to be really, really careful. I'm actually going to bring in Duchess, who is also in bolster set, so not very ideal, but I feel like we should be fine. Who's got the biggest speed lead there? I think she has. So, okay, it doesn't really matter, but she's got Fierce Presence tier 6. So, yeah, it's a very interesting one there. And then that should be about it. Should work. So, we'll work on this one as well. So, as long as Enric is fastest, he's faster. Okay, Enric's going to put Unkillable up, which will help me deal with them. We've both got shield sets on. He's got Stone Skin as well. My King is faster, so I'll probably go out and do that. It's fine. Still got Unkillable up. Take a nice hit there. King Queen versus King Queen. To be honest, I would have used Rhodas if there wasn't no UDK here. It's just about first one getting them. First one getting down to revivers, right? And it's going to be us. Like that. I think I just got stronger King Queen as well as being faster. And then we'll do a deal with UDK like that. And that is down in 54 seconds. And then we will Monkey here. So we're going to lock him out first. Hopefully not get resisted on anyone. If we don't, nice. Then we're going to go ahead, wait for the reaction to wear out on champions. I think we can use this one on him. Stop him ally attacking us. Should be fine. This down. That is a very fast Necrid, which is the way to build him. So let's play down that there. And then we'll try and take out Necrid first, because if we could take out Necrid first, then I can try and take out Monkey if we lose our block buffs. And then hopefully keep Python locked out. I don't want to do... Okay, we could do AoE actually. Could do AoE there. Fine. So let's go ahead, put that on. Could have used a Arbiter as well in here, to be honest. So he's wasted his revive, which is fine. We do get stripped by the Monkey, so we need to hurry up and kill him. Now I'm going to actually go take him out because he's got block boss for 3 turns. Just can't seem to get the end product there on Monkey. So we're going to go ahead, lock him out. We can't heal yet because of the block buffs, which is fine. Yeah, let's use ally attack. So I'm going to kill him, and then when he comes back up, oh, the sheep is a game changer there. A sheep has maybe just had that effect I do not want right now. That is not good. Okay, let's go ahead do that. Put the heels on. Take him out for now. So Python should, yeah, so he hasn't set up his Python correctly, which means that we got to take advantage of that, lock him out. That should be a game set match, even with the decreased attack on me. I just need to get the block boss back out on her so we can clean this up. So there we are. Now it's just a case of waiting for Python to go down against Ronda, which is weak affinity, which is not ideal, but we can't bring 5 champions. We're going to bring 4. So why bring UDK? Because of if you lock out Monkey, obviously he can only do the A1, which protects you. And if he's slow and tanky, that's going to be quite effective. Ronda, because of the abilities that she's got on the AoE, the A2 just hits so hard. It's so good. It's good against UDK, and it's great against Monkey, especially in the start team. And a nice passive as well of counter-attacking to clear him out. Bear in mind, we got sheeped in this. This would normally mean that you lose in arena fights when you get sheeped, so it's a nice pullback. Talking too much, not winning enough. We are trying, but we got a weak affinity to deal with now. I knew when I'd go into this one, it's going to be slow. So we'll just wait for the drop. There we are. It's going to be the A2 that finishes him off. And now it's a speed race, right? So we spoke about the stone skin on Warlord. He actually hasn't got stone skin, which is interesting. I'm not going to sheep him, because if we sheep him, we can't lock him out. So I do want to get the full effect of the lockout. Then you go for the reviver. Then you take out the damage dealer, and it's game, set, and match, really. So I don't want to sheep. So I can't auto this because he will sheep. That just make the fight a lot longer that I don't want. And I just want him to do his job, really. That's where you use preset teams. Anyway, cool. Another win for Mr. Grim. Now, mythicals right now, there is a lot of mythical teams, but there is enough so you don't have to take them on. So if you're lacking for knowledge on mythicals, you don't have to take them on. I only take on certain mythical teams. To be honest, they're just a headache, and there's much easier people to kind of hit in Gold 4 right now, and even across all the arenas. So I don't feel like I have to hit them. I'm just looking for the easy fights where I can win 3-0, and possibly if I lose, it's going to be from mistake or RNG, right? So we do make mistakes, we do lose some fights. It is rare that I lose in Gold 4, but it does happen. So at the top, he's got Eva, he's got Hefrak to deal with. So he's got Hefrak means he needs bolster. Eva, it's got a double hitter, block revive, something good for Monkey. You've got Mr. RNG at the top, which is Torment and Piggy Wiggy. So at towers, we need some type of lockout, ideally, or CC champion. Even the passives can be really annoying, so block buffs can be frustrating. Then we've got Mr. Piggy Wiggy and basically a full sheep team, which is screaming for Ronda. And then I don't know what team three is. It just looks a bit odd, I think is the correct word to say. So at the top, I'm going to say we need some type of control. We need some type of cleanser. So I'm going to go King Queen with the cleanser. We're going to bring in block buffs, which is going to be Duchess. And then we need some type of control champion. So obviously we've got 2 lockouts. If you don't have lockouts, you can use other champions like Kaimar, obviously the Fusion, AoE stun, Lane Mikagi, AoE stun. So they're all options, right? So at the top we can use Warlord. Yep, so we use Warlord there. That's Stone Skin one. Want to use the fast one. More speed, the better. Then we've got Monkey with Sifi. AoE stun. Then Necrid. And then Ronda. Necrid will protect Ronda, basically. Increase speed and stuff like that. I'm not using Ronda down here. Now we've got in Harmony, so again, coming in the same style of team. Warlord. It's an interesting one because I'm going to struggle without. So we can use Arb. Yeah, so let's bring CV down here. I'll think about who we're going to bring now in a second. I think we just go Arbiter. Very good team. I would have taken Nutcracker instead. Well, I don't have Nutcracker. You want to give me Nutcracker? And then we want. Now I would actually bring in. I would bring in Necrid and Turvolt against Harmony, but it's not available. So this means I have to use the Kaima team with Tiger, which should be fine in all fairness, because we're going to go first anyway. And there's no point relying on the sleep for this team. It's just a resetting, isn't it? Increased defense from Sifi. So we should be fine. It's going to be probably Stoskip or something annoying. And then this one should be fine. This one should be fine. So, you love the Nutcracker. I'm not repeating that. They're on YouTube right now. I am not repeating that. I get a violation strike or something. So we've got area lockout here. This is why we bought a cleanser, because of that. So he's actually been lucky and took that. Piggy's gone, which means the revive's gone. Bolster's done its job. This is not ideal, by the way. Pig got really lucky with that stun, which is basically stopped me putting up block buffs. I think if you do full auto on Arena, and even with the champion AIs, you're just not going to win any fights. Not 3-0s anyway. So, I don't agree that you should just auto your teams. Autos for in the week. Sunday's the only day that I auto my teams. Just make sure I get enough points. Oh wow, he's faster. Okay. Did not see that coming. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do AoE stun. So obviously I get resisted there, which is not ideal. You do, but you're not arena. You're also not arena person, so that makes sense that you don't want to do it. So if we kill him, yeah, we could go ahead and kill him with Ronda. Ally attack. So he's gonna do that. So we can kill Monkey, make him revive, and then he won't have block buffs. I'm actually going to sheep Duchess there. And then we're just going to wait for Mr. Monkey to come back up. I'm going to put block buffs on him, because we don't want the annoying stuff coming in. Ideally, he doesn't kill Monkey, because we want to use at A2 in a second. That's why I'm also not going to hit Monkey with the A1, because she can counter attack, right? So want to be careful of that passive. And then we want to make sure we put all the hits in here, because we want to counter attack now. And then the AoE stuns come back round, which looked like we got resisted for the turn meter. Dutch has gone down. That's a 3-0 win. Yeah, but I pretty much have a much higher win rate than 90% in gold, because I know who to attack. And like I said, like, I don't feel like gold 4 fights take as long as it used to do, in all fairness. And I've always autoed these fights, so I manually my fights. So I'm not scared to do a bit of manualing. Obviously, you don't want to do it all the time, right? But don't mind doing some. And I'd rather win like 5 fights, and then I don't have to do the rest. So overall, I'm probably spending less time anyway in arena. Hey, McLaren. And then this. I think this will be the last one, because it's Fijo's Dragon now. I don't want to make it too long. But basically, a 3-0 win here. Anyway, here we go. So we are gonna do that one, and that's another 3-0 win. So we took on 4 people in total. Let me show you my battle log. We did lose this one. This was just complete stupidity by me. Should have used a Torment here really, or a speed team, but it's just complete stupidity. So we did lose one, but the rest is a flawless day, right? I'm at 1,000 points, which is for gold 4 is pretty sound. You can see as well with my defense log is quite good normally, so I get a lot of 2-1 wins. This is obviously one-man defense, because I've only just put defense in. So we won here 2-1. We've got beats on in our own cluster with 3-0. So we've got a Taurus, a Marishka, King Queen, and a Trunda. So obviously we are Arena Clan, so we should beat us for 3-0. Thanks for retyping. G4 is more easier than 2 and 3. You get gold 4, you're just staying there for not fighting for low arena. I agree. Silver 4 is probably the most difficult from my recent experience. So yeah, I would say Silver 4 is the most difficult, because you have a lot of Krakens down there, and you have a lot of free-to-play people and low spenders who need to get into them round 2 missions, right? So these are my defenses. We've got 2 warlords, and we've got CC champions. So obviously we've got a speed team at the top, we've got a speed team down the bottom. I don't really like running speed teams, but if you build good survivability around them, you're going to be fine. So obviously Rhodes is notoriously really strong. We have ally attack, which will give me the increased attack. We've got Sifi coming in with the revive, and obviously Rhodes can't be CC'd with Sifi on the field. And then we have a very fast Amanstu, or whatever how you pronounce his name. And then we've got a Duchess here, which I do need to change the build on Duchess, to be honest. We've got Queen, who I really, really like. We've got Warlord and King. Now, if you have 2 lockout champions, I definitely would recommend building around lockout champions, because it makes people basically not want to hit you, right? So if you feel like you are going to win or lose, you basically don't want to try and win all your fights. You want to make people to avoid you, right? And that is what basically people do. But then we've got Arbiter, Warlord. So this is a Stone Skin Warlord here with a Necrid in the bolster set. I do like him in the bolster set still. I don't use him against King Queen often, to be honest. And then we have a mythical here, which we will replace with any nuker, but obviously if you have a mythical, you're going to use it. So we open with Necros A1 as well, sorry, A2 to ally attack. He's got a very strong A1. Let's go ahead. I will share a couple of builds with you guys to kind of show you what we're working with here. So basically what you'd class as a low spender. We have a Seafy coming in with a 5-piece protection speed. Protection set basically coming in at 43. 43 is probably on a bit on the fast side, but still very, very slow. Then obviously you want to be trying to pump up much defense and HP. Longest video ever, it will be because it's 3 versus 3. Then to be honest, like if you can get more defense and HP, that's good. If you have 2 CFs, if you could build one in a 6-piece stone skin, tanky as well, like 300 speed plus, but like 100,000 HP and then 5,000 defense, that'd be super, super strong. So yeah, pretty much this. It's just a fast one. Been a little bit lucky with the protection sets, in all fairness. So I'm fast because of this, and obviously guarding factions. These are the masteries, just normal speed masteries, to be honest, turn meter masteries to help cycle through my abilities more. And then we have my champion, which is basically I've updated his build since the video when I did on him. So at the moment I want him to be fast as possible with high much accuracy. So he's 375 speed at 576 accuracy. Now I'm working to try and get him towards the 650 accuracy mark with the same speed. I think we can get him to 380 once he's fully glyphed. So I want to send accuracy here to get more accuracy, which would make me 600. I can make him faster of like 405, which is pretty much the fastest build I can put on him if I wanted at 500 accuracy. So, but I do value that accuracy. And personally, the best blessing right now for me on this guy is him, if you use him for fast as possible. Then obviously if you can if you go in stone skin 4-piece, I would probably take sheep just because you're gonna get stripped and you're gonna go second. So sheep for me is stronger for the stone skin side. Obviously if you're not using stone skin, you want to go fast as possible, then I would take the full advantage of using the blessings. So what else do we have? We have Sigford, who I do use quite regularly. 6-piece merciless. It allows me to ignore 35% defense, as well as get the cooldown every time I hit, which is a 30% chance. Can get a little bit more attack once I sort out the oil, etc. I have done a video on him recently, so go ahead, check that out. I will ping that at the end of this and stuff. So chat is being naughty, especially these nuts is being naughty. So my Duchess build, right? I do want to change a build. This is a very old build, so I'm just waiting on Sandever oil and stuff like that. So I will make a updated video on Duchess. So for me, I'm still going to be running me Polymorph. There is a couple of more blessings that's strong on her. So for me, Polymorph, because of how strong Polymorph is, we're running that. Can run Phase of Presence tier 6 mastery as well. I do like timely intervention on my Duchess. You can use Emergency Heal as well as a option. And then another option which I kind of like on Duchess is Life Harvest as well. So my 3 recommendations for Duchess. I don't want to see Lightning Cage out there, so that's one of them ones. We have triple reaction right now, which is super, super strong. You do want to put reaction on pretty much on all your champions if you've got it available, especially for your defense team, because if you survive the first hit, and especially like champions against Georgie, Taurus and stuff like that, you want to try and survive. So I have a 75% chance of basically turning it into a normal hit, so they can't crit me. So we have got Bolster. Right now I want to go change my build to a stone skin build. I'm going to go for 600 resistance, 120,000 HP, 5,000 defense, around about 276 speed with triple reaction and 6-piece stone skin. So I will make a updated video on that So the reason why I want 600 resistance is because of like champions like diffusion, lockout, and stuff like that. If we can lock them or resist them, 600 resistance is very nice. Obviously, if you want to go full resistance build, you need 800 minimum. So we're going for like hybrid with resistance and lockouts. It's mainly for a speed team. So Torment, I don't really use him. He's more of a live ruin champion, in all fairness. UDK, which for me does need a bit of a rebuild. I need to make him slightly more tanky, so I need a minimum of 100,000 HP, 5,000 defense, lose a bit of speed, and then skill keep the 820 resistance. I do like some accuracy on my UDK because obviously a polymorph, which is super strong. That's why I went for the 5-star. And you do need accuracy to land the polymorph. You can also put him in the lead for the fusion. So he will try and sheep, always try sheep the lead, and you can resist the sheep then, which is really super cool and a niche way of using it. I've got double reaction as well, so that's super nice. And then obviously mastery is here. I'm not going to show every build because it's just going to take too long. Here's my queen. Again, the queen build. I won't copy this build. It's not the best build right now. I need to rebuild her. But right now we're using Fierce Presence. I think Tiny Intervention is really strong as well, and Shakeable if you want some resistance. Seeing some people run Bolt Work. I wouldn't put Bolt Work on a Reviver because you don't want her to die, personally. And then same as Duchess, Polymorph. Polymorph or Harvest for me, or even a Speed Blessing like Shaman's, right? So there's one of them ones for me for that. We do have a sexy build of Snowskin and Bolster. I do want to keep some Bolster in my teams, even with how strong King Queen is. I feel like you do need Bolster still in your teams, because otherwise you can open yourself up to bombs, especially if you don't have like a lot of sheep and stuff like that. So I will probably keep her in this style of build, just try and make her a bit faster, in all fairness. So I do want some extra stats on her. So we have 120,000 HP. Right now we are HP tuned, so Necrid will put the ally protection on my king if I do use them, but again I haven't really used Necrid with him. So I've been using more Emmerich and stuff like that, or CV or etc. And then we've got good defense of 5,200, 120,000 HP, and then a reasonable speed of 243. She can be glyphed by quite a bit, but again, making changes like this where we can put a triple speed on here, and I would say this type of build would be super nice, but I want to make her like 20-30 speed faster. So let's talk about King. Very happy with my King build, very proud. I'm still not happy overall with the build. I will be looking to change this a little bit, but I like the stats. So we have Savage, obviously with Broken Piece. I want more reaction if possible, but I also want a 4-piece Stone Skin, right? I want the 4-piece Stone Skin when I got the Stone Skin accessories and the Savage available with the same stats. So right now we have 111,000 HP, 240 speed, and then 340 critical damage. And then obviously we have the critical rate as well. So reaction is super strong on him. But the reason why I want Stone Skin is because it's super effective against Taurus and Marishka if you have that as well, especially if he opens up the A3 and you don't have the lockout. And if you're not using ally protection, it can keep you alive. So for me, that would be super nice. Again, Blessing, I would go with Harvest Cast because you get quite a bit of damage increase, especially if you're using champions like Sifi. I put free buffs. That's a damage of increase of 3% on him. And if they don't have shields and stuff, then obviously you need that extra damage. So there's a couple of my builds. I suppose we'll show you the Ronda build because I've changed the build recently. Ronda's in lethal, and that's pretty much it. Speed 208. Again, speed should be about 230 minimum right now, especially when you use it in Classic Arena. I don't use mine in Classic Arena that much, so I've dropped the speed. And then for just under 300 critical damage. Obviously, we're still waiting on a 4-star blessing, but we have got the tag of 7,500, which is super effective. So obviously you know how to build nukers, lethal, which is pretty nice. I don't have like a lot of lethal. These are the masteries. Again, not the best of masteries, so definitely some room in for improvement here. So ruthless ambush, super nice. Cycle of violence is a need. Shield breaker is a need. I would probably then come in with speeder of death to get more speed, and then just carry on taking normal damage per trees as normal. So that is it from me and this one. The perfect way of dominating arena. Basically build your armies, think about your team synergies. I think you need a mix of Stone Skin and bolstering your teams, because you need to worry about King Queen plus bombs, which have both floors to do that. And then basically you want to make your defenses as hard as possible with the roaster, so avoid being hit. And if you do get hit, pull out a couple of wins. So if you want to go ahead and see some more defenses, you can go down below in the links with the links, and going into Discord. I do post my 3v3 defenses obviously quite regularly, and obviously push Platinum Arena, so you can go check out some videos there as well. That's it from me. Go ahead, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscription button as well, and then I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching to the end. See you on the next one. Peace.